Hey guys, how are you? Anybody here? Anyways, let me get started. I don't think there's anyone here yet. You guys wanna see what my game has so far? Here's some actual gameplay. How are you guys doing tonight? Before we get started, I think I'm turn on some background music, something like royalty free, because I'm gonna use this for like I'm gonna use this for like editing a video, so background music, duration, 8 plus minutes. It's kind of loud. Can you guys hear me alright, by the way, with this going? Does my mic get quieter when I turn down the volume? Let me know in the chat, because I do read chat often when there's people here. Anyways, right now I'm trying to work on getting Candy to appear in the office and his jump scare. So, yeah. Hmm. I hope you guys can hear me alright. If you can't, let me know in the chat, and then I'll try and get it working. Okay, so we need to do this. We need to do the cameras. No, wait, we can just access them in here. Oh, and yeah, there's a nose honk. This this poster was drawn by my sister. She's a very good artist, as you can probably tell. um, yes. So we need to get Candy to appear in the office so we can do this. This is, I think the AI is, no, it's in this. Okay, so we can do this. If if the position can go here. If Candy position was equals 5, which I think is at the door, right? Yeah. We'll do this. We can actually just make it function and night script. I'm surprised I don't have a night script yet. Wait. Cancel console. We need to make a game script. Door show script create. Okay, so we can make a function. Wait, we need to make a variable first. Var candy at door equals false. We can do this func set candy at door, and then we can do this candy at door equals true, and then when we do that we make this visible, and then when we go back to the script, and then we can do get tree, get parent, one of my viewers says I'm quiet. Hi Taryn. Hold on, let me fix that. Can you hear me good now? Can you hear me good? Can you guys hear me good now? In the chat? Hello? Hello? Hold on just a minute. Can you guys hear me good now? I mean, it seems to be pretty loud now. Hold on. Can you guys hear me good now? I think that should be a lot better. Okay. You guys can hear me good, right? Let me know. I'm gonna get back to coding. Get parent. I'm pretty sure we can just do get tree dot set caveat door. Anyway, I gotta do get parent. Get parent dot set underscore. I think that should work. Okay. I don't know why my mic is so quiet. Let me see. Rest audio properties. What if I just do monitor and output and I turn this up as well? Does that work? No, that's just making a really annoying sound. Okay, stop. Let me see. Is this better? Oh, okay. Okay. found the answer. Is that too loud? Okay. I was trying the wrong thing. I wasn't even using my mic. So it was just all my computer mic, not even my microphone. So that was the issue. Okay. Okay, cameras. Let's just set the AI to like 20 so that we can test. Right now I'm trying to get Candy to appear in the doorway. Let's give it a second. Okay, he moved. That is weird. Oh, he moved to the entrance. Oops. Okay, go to the dining area. The game is kind of loud. Kind of like... No. Is the game too loud? Because it sounds kind of loud on my end. Like, let me just turn that off. You won't be able to hear the game, but you'll be able to hear me better. Okay. He goes here. And then... Okay. We need you to move to the second dining area, not the entrance, please. Please. Okay. He's here. And then he'll move here. Nope. That did not work. Okay. What's the error? Delta? No, that's not what. Okay. It's not detecting the function. Why? Set Candy at door. Oh, it's at door. Maybe that was it. And then I'll also just go and set his position to 4. Oh, wow, that kind of scared me. Okay, so that's working. He's actually there. So now that he's there, we need to get it so that when we put up the cameras and he's in the office, it'll immediately put down the cameras and then he'll jump scare you. But he also needs to disappear out of the office. Okay. Let's see. So what should we start with? Let's get it so we need to detect when the cameras are pulled up, which should be in this script. Okay. Let's do this. Var just pulled up equals false. And then we'll do this. So when the cameras are finished pulling up, then it will set to the just pulled up to true. And then once that equals true, if he's also in the office, then it will immediately pull down the and then it will set the office to empty, pull down the cameras, and play the jump scare at the same time. So I think that should work. Let's do this. Just pulled up equals true. And then also just for other uses, just pulled up equals false. And then we can do this. We can actually go back to that script. We can make a process function. And then we'll do this. If just pulled up equals true and get parent candy at door equals true, then we'll just do pass, and then we need to make a function. We'll do this so we can also use it for power outage. We'll just make it the camera disable cams, then pass for now. Okay, so we'll just do disable cams, and then we need to make the disable cams function, so we do this. We take the code for this and just put it here. Oops, did not copy that. We do this, copy that, but we also need a couple more lines, so we'll do this. Why isn't this copied? Control C, Control V. There we go. I don't know why there's an indent here. Pop. Okay. We can delete this line. And then we also need to do this. We need to make a new var can pull up equals false, or true, and can pull up. And then we'll just do this. elif, I'll just copy this. Not, and no, we'll just do it. No, I don't know why we need to do not true and can pull up. Wait, there's no reason for space there. Then we'll do that. So what we're gonna do is make it so can pull up equals false. So this should work. Yep, there's no issues with pulling cams up. But there is an issue where he just appears like that. So we need to make it so that when he appears, there's going to be like an animation where it fades black really quick. So that it's just not like a sudden transition. So we'll add a color rect. We'll just call it black. Actually, no, we already have an animation. We'll just, because there's a fade in animation. So we'll just do this. Office. We'll do this. Var played animation equals false. So we'll do this. If played animation equals false, We'll do that. Fade in, play, and then play to animation equals true. Okay, but so when we get to the part where we can close the doors and stuff, he should we'll make it. Oh, there we go. That is perfect. Okay. Oh wow. Okay, that works. I can't pull it up anymore. Okay, and then we'll just do this. What was the code? What did I put it in? Oh my gosh. Oh, the camera bar. Okay. Disable cams. And jump. And then we'll just do disable cams and jump. And then we'll do this. Func. Oh wait, no, we didn't. Wait, I guess we can make it a separate function. There's not really much reason not to. Func jump scare candy. And then there's the question also, but then there's the question if there's also Candy and Cindy, then which jump scare will we play? We'll just play the Candy jump scare because he's the main animatronic. And Blank and Chester are going to work differently than Candy. They're not going to have a cam pull up based jump scare. So if Candy and Cindy are both in the doorway, we'll just prioritize Candy's jump scare, and that'll be the one that plays instead of Cindy's. But obviously if Cindy's alone, then we'll play her jump scare. So we'll do this. Candy dot visible equals false because he's gonna be in front of you. And then we'll do this. Candy jump scare dot visible equals true. Then we'll do sound dot play and timer dot start. Okay. So this should work. Well, there's one thing I want to test. Will it play the fade black even? Well, now I can't pull up the cams. Well, that doesn't make sense, because if he's in the office, then you just die. Okay, we need to do this. We need to make it so when he's first in the office, if the cameras are up, when they're taken down, he jump scares you. But if they're down, when they're taken up, he jump scares. So basically, if... Oh, wait, because if he gets in the office, then there's... No, so if you put the cameras up when he's in the office, then that'll be what happens. Okay, so... If you put him down, and then he... Or no, he's not in the office, but he's in the doorway. So if he's in the doorway, and you put the cameras up, then he will jump scare you. But if you close the door, after a couple seconds, he'll go away. Okay. Where is that code? Camera bar. No, wait, we gotta go back to the cameras. No, wait, that's the AI. No, wait. Where's the... Oh, wait, it's in the camera bar, yeah. Can pull up. Okay, so if you swipe down and can pull up, that's true. And then we'll do this. There, just pulled up is never set to true, is it? No, it's not. Okay, so we'll do this. Just pulled up equals true. Oh wait, it is set to true, but okay, that's not what we want. And then we set it to false after. So basically, right when you touch it, it will stop it and then jump scare you. Jump scare Candy. Sounds like I'm jump scaring him. Okay. So he's gonna move. It's gonna fade out, and then he'll appear. If I put the cams up, okay, I forgot to stop that. Lol. Okay. But you got an early sneak peek at the game over screen. So. Oh, and I also forgot to play the animation. Where is that? It's in. Oh, so we gotta do jump scare Candy. We'll just do this. Cameras dot visible equals false. And then we'll do this. We'll play the animation of the jump scare as well. Okay. Oops. Didn't want to start the entire game. So he'll appear. 3, 2, 1. Appear. Okay. If we pull up the cams. Oh my gosh, lol. That looks so stupid. We need to turn off looping. Okay. That should look fine now. Okay, the timer is a little too short, or long, rather. And we need to make it, instead of just making the cameras invisible, we need to do this. Cams, okay, no, that's not it. Camera, okay. We need to do this. This. Cams up equals false. Okay, let's see. That's the wrong button. So he'll appear 3, 2, 1, doink. And then if I put the cams up, long. Or the scene transition is just taking too long, but I think it's the timer. So we'll do 0.4, blaming it on the timer as usual. 3, 2, 1, doink. That was pretty off. Okay, that's a pretty lame jump scare. But I am gonna do a new sound. Oh, you can't hear the sound. Hold on. Let me turn on the desktop sound and then I'll be quiet so you can hear the jump scare. Yeah, the sound design isn't the best, but it'll have to do. Okay. What else? So now technically you can die. Let's see. Let's actually like test this out. But there's actually no way to win unless you're lucky because yeah, it just comes for you. You can't really do anything. So we'll set that to that. And then we'll just change this AI to like 2. Okay, so this is like a normal night 1. Except for the fact that you can't close the doors. So I need to... That's actually a pretty big aspect of the game. And actually, I guess once I have that, and I get the power working and the usage, because the power works, but the usage doesn't, then I need to get doors, power, power outage, and then I guess Cindy's jump scare working, and then that's basically it. And I'll have a working prototype of the game. It's not gonna be done, but anyways, let's open up Blender. I'm pretty sure I have a door handle already. We also need to do a new camera flipping up. Should we do that right now? I think we should do that right now. Yeah, let's do that. We'll do cube. I didn't really spend long on the other one. We'll do that. Extrude it down. And then we can make the base material. Should probably save this. Camera flip Finec plus that's Finec underscore Finec plus, there we go. Save Blender file. Okay, new material. We'll just do like a light gray. And then we can assign it. And then also change the strength of the emission. So the screen kind of glows a little. Not too much, of course. And the base color, let's make this like a darker color. Okay, so that looks better. We can do this. Object, set origin to the 3D cursor, so now it rotates like this. We should also turn on motion blur, which is something I forgot to do last time I did a camera flipping animation. Oh, how many frames? Let's do like 20 frames. The other one has like 5, but I only spent like a couple minutes on it because I wanted it to be quick and easy, and it wasn't ever gonna be the final version. So we can just rotate it like 95 degrees. That's fine. Set a keyframe, and then camera. Let's set the resolution to like, what should we show it on? Like, I'll just do like 400 by, hold on. Wait, how tall should it be? I mean, like 400 pixels tall, like 800 pixels wide. I am working with 2D, so it can't be too big. That looks pretty smooth. I feel like I should add a little more motion blur though. Oh, it's not rendered. That's why it's not showing up. Let me turn it on rendered. Maybe we can move the camera down a little. Well, I do want to turn off. We can just do this. So that, there we go. That looks more natural. I am going to have to stretch it out a little bit in Godot. Okay, so that looks fine. We don't really need anything. It looks more like sleek. We can actually make a new folder for this to go in. We'll call it Camera Flip Fnac Plus. Except to this, we'll render the animation. There's actually a couple frames of dead space, I guess, we could delete in the game. Look at the motion blur, it looks a lot better, more realistic. And Blender crashed. That's why I always save my projects, even when there's something simple. Okay, take two. Camera flip. We can delete these frames. Oh, they're like 10 frames. Okay. And then we can go back, assets, UI, camera flipping up. And then we just go into this folder, grab all of these, put that there, and then we can go like this, assets, UI, cams, camera flipping up. I'll do this, set it to like 1000 so it gets the right dimensions, and then grab that. If you're wondering why I don't just make a sprite sheet, it's because the sprite sheet will be so big because they're such big files that it would just corrupt. I've tried it before a lot, and so it's just much easier to export it like this and then go like this, and it's not that much slower, though it does get kind of tedious. Okay, how does that look? Oh, it's not visible. That's the completely wrong thing. Paste. Okay, that should look fine. Oh, down is way slower. Hold. Okay, let's see how that looks. Why is it way off center? I mean, I guess that works, I think. I hope. I get it. I feel like it's too short. 0.5, 0.34 maybe. That looks a lot cleaner. You guys can't actually hear the super satisfying sounds. Hold on, let me turn that on. And hello, Teacher More Noah. Teacher More Noah. How are you doing as well? Right now I am working on the camera flipping. And it seems to be going fairly well. Turn off that so you can hear me. But now that that is done, and Candy can now appear in the doorway and jump scare you, we should work on getting Cindy to appear in the hallway. Let's open up the office file in Blender. This is not easy, but it's so worth it because it's so fun to make games. I'm kind of mumbling because I'm a little distracted. Here it is. Candy. You should. What's your X? Okay, your X is 0.5 or Z rather. What am I saying? X. Let's do this really quick. Just temporary. Location. Office Blender. Let me open this. Z axis 0.5. That's not how you spell axis. That's axis. Axis. Right? I think so. Okay. Let me add Cindy. And then that's her, right? That's not Candy. I can't really tell in solid, but I'm pretty sure that's her. Yep, that's her. Blender crashed. I love it when it does that. Append Cindy rigged. And then let's go like this. And then we can do that and do that and then that. My live stream is not working. I hope it's still streaming. Hold on. I think it might have stopped. Hold on. If you're still here, then the live stream didn't stop. My Wi-Fi is just crap. Okay. Hold on. You guys good? I'm pretty sure I'm still live, yeah. Okay. That was really weird. Anyways. Let's get back to adding Cindy. Like that. Okay, so now we can render this. Or not. Okay. Just render this image, Blender, please. Oh my gosh. Anyways, well, that's probably gonna be it for this stream. Thank you for watching. If you're still here, we did get a lot done, and so thanks for watching. I'm gonna go now. Goodbye.